Hi guys, so I just wanted to make a short little announcement just basically saying that this particular video is going to be about managing recoil control on certain guns, on operators, and just a little bit of like tips and tricks of what to avoid, what to expect, what to do, what to, just all of that jazz. So if you guys are really interested, keep watching. If you guys are not interested, don't worry. I'm finally making plans on videos. So February, I have a new video coming out and it's already planned. So don't worry about that. So if this video doesn't really intrigue you, don't worry. February is coming very soon. So enjoy. So as you can see, I'm going up on this desk and everyone knows about this computer trick desk, but I thought I would bring it up anyways because it's still a unique strat. Some people actually do forget about it. So I'm getting my friend here to just help me out with this. You can literally peek from here and it's actually a really good peek, especially if you're Docker Rook, because you do have an ACOG and it's more of an advantage. So you can practically see someone running straight towards offices and you do have a chance to hit them if you really wanted to. Again, peeking from offices, you can see someone basically coming through the window right here too, because there's a lot of people that do use that window, and it's very useful. A lot of people like to push from offices, especially when you're in lockers, because it is a good push, but you do need to have an advantage. People will push through this door because there's a lot of plants that go through that door, and you can basically get someone from there too. And basically this window too, because a lot of people use this window as well to take an advantage of Bomb B. But if you're standing there, if no one really realizes you're there, because some people drone that area and forget that you're there. So yeah, it's a very unique strat, but you also gotta be careful. So this is another one that a lot of people actually don't remember all that often. So basically, you know how everyone basically, drones and pushes out from CTV, especially if people are going to be in lockers. You drone it out and everything seems to be okay and stuff like that, and maybe you guys just forgot that there's a Pulse on the other side of the team. Well, Pulse can usually do that trick, and as you can see, there's an open hole here by the window, and he can practically sit there and, either use his C4 or use his shotgun, and you can practically die. So a lot of people usually forget about this too. Usually a lot of people will rappel here and just sit in this corner and actually drone, and my dumbass decided not to drone. But Pulse can literally heartbeat you, jump out this window, and he can toss a C4, and if he hits it just right, he can injure a lot of people while doing that. The only problem is that a lot of people can hear that barricade break, so you only have a 50-50 chance of maybe getting someone. So as you can see right here, I am droning Echo, and he's practically going to be doing a spawn peek on me. A lot of people just punch out through the soft wall, but a lot of people don't know that it's really easy to see someone, break a soft wall. But as you can see on my drone, you can practically not see the bullet holes in that wall. So that's really difficult to see, especially when you're an attacker. So this is what I mean about punching the wall. It's noticeable, but if you can manage it, if you could still manage to kill, it's still useful. So there you have it. So here's me being an oblivious nook. I'm just gonna be minding my own business and try to run towards the door, and all you see is boom, I'm dead.
We have been eliminated.
A lot of people don't know about this peak. A lot of people do. Especially bullet holes is really harder to manage, but when you manage it, my head's gone. So when you see that door open, take it wider. Don't just run straight towards it, because you'll be dead. So as you guys can see, I am watching Echo through my drone again, and he's going to be doing the same peek, which is through the bullet hole, but this time I'm going to take it wide, because maybe you guys don't understand what I mean by taking it wide. So this time I'm going to be an oblivious thermite, and instead of turning left right away, I'm going to turn left right after this event so that he can't see me, and then I'm going to peek, because as you sit in a certain angle, the more you sit left, the more he cannot see you, because the bullet holes are only so manageable, right? So I can actually see him and he can't see me, and I take the shot. So you have to have very good visual to be able to see that bullet hole, because I did, but I can only see just a little bit of movement. And if you can see movement, I would say take the shot, because most likely you will get it, or at least you will get a hit. So here I'm playing Hibana. Instead of actually just going in, I'm just going to rappel up, go upside down, and then you know, go and get the hatch. The only reason why a lot of people do this is because they don't want to get C4'd by pulse. But there's another thing you guys have to worry about: the people who play upstairs and take out every single pellet that she uses. But the more you put it over to one side, the more they can't see it, but it depends how big the hole is. So my suggestion is, make sure you look up before you actually use her ability. Trust me. So I'm going to be talking on behalf of the next two videos. I'm going to be talking about Jaeger, and then I'm also going to be talking about Ashe. Because I have it in notepads here, and I really just want to read it instead of just like going step by step. Both Jaeger and Ashe's recoil are extremely easy to control. Both of their recoil patterns are a lot more vertical as compared to others, and they both sport the strongest weapons for their respective sides. Ashe's R4C and Jaeger's 416 no longer have access to the ACOG attachment, but their engagement ranges usually don't require an ACOG, and they are both better off having the holographic or the reflex sight. Their time to kill is extremely low, meaning all targets, no matter the armor, are dispatched quickly. Headshots are not really necessary with their weapons. These two are the easiest operators to understand and use, so as most, they would require more understanding of their ability and their roles. Ashe's role as an attacker is hard rush. Her utility is low with her breach rounds, flashbangs, and breach charges. She is best used to be forced to throw the defenders off balance, allowing her other teammates to push the objective with more confidence, as if Ashe is allowed to maintain her momentum without being eliminated. She can dispose the entire team or buy enough time for her teammates to push and end the round quickly. Jaeger's role can vary depending on the map, who's attacking, and other minor and uncontrollable factors. Jaeger's usual role is roaming, with the ability to hold long angles due to the strength of his 416. His utility is limited as he's only given barbed wire and a bulletproof camera, with his ADS devices usually reserved for sight defenses. Jaeger, like Ashe, if left unchecked, can eliminate the entire team swiftly or cause enough of a distraction that the attackers can lose time running out. So here, my friend is playing Buck, and he is using the C8 SFW assault rifle. He has the ACOG and the flash hider on the barrel. This gun is a little bit more harder to manage recoil. You do gotta press on the right analog stick just a little bit harder than the last ones I showed you. He's a hyper aggressive player with his recoil. His ACOG is completely useless for long range. Reflex and holographic is better for recoil control and managing close range and using his shotgun. His damage is really high, but his close range or his fire rate is really low. So make sure you manage those shots close range, or else you're not going to be able to kill that person. Twitch. My friend is using the F2 assault rifle, and he has the ACOG, flash hider, and vertical grip on her. Using her ACOG, use short burst, long range, and use full auto close range, especially if you want to get used to her gun, because trust me, even a lot of professional players, they fuck up. Her damage is 37, and her fire rate, I believe, is the second highest, aside from Ela, if I'm not mistaken, and her fire rate is 980. Her recoil has never really changed, even after they did the whole nerf saying, like, you know, if you use her ACOG, her recoil was a little bit more harder to manage. Especially if you're new to her character alone, you should just be using, you know, a holographic or a reflex anyways, just so you can get used to her gun before you go to the big boys. Okay guys, before I end the video, I just wanted to show you guys the option section and basically how I run the game. And again, a lot of people are completely different, and I also want to say as a disclaimer, just because I said you have to do this and this and this in this video because I think it works best for you because you're a new player, doesn't mean you have to do it. If an ACOG has been working well for you, use the ACOG. If, you know, if you've been using a compensator on Buck's gun instead of a flash hider, that is cool. I'm not telling you that you need to work with all these options. I'm just telling you what works best for me and what worked best for my friend. So that's all I was trying to do at the end of this video. Anyways, going to options. We're going to gameplay. My pane is on, and my pane is at the bottom left corner here. So I have 59 FPS right now and 53 ms. I always like to check my pane I was always that person. I even have it up when I play on PC Siege, so I just always have it up. I always constantly look at it to make sure that my ping is okay and everything else is okay. That's just how I am. Instead of going to audio real quick, I wanted to show you guys the interface preferences, because this is a lot of change for a lot of people too. Show scoring. A lot of people like to show their score. To me, I would totally recommend taking it off, because when you injure someone, you just automatically think, I need to get that kill, I need to get that kill, I need to get that kill. You have enough stress as it is. If that person is down and you are far away from them and you know that there's another person or an enemy over there, highly suggest not to go for it. Highly suggest not to, especially if there's another fucking enemy there. Trust me when I say that. I love having scoring off. Ever since I took scoring off, I will know when I bring a person down because I'm so used to it now, and it just doesn't affect me. Like, I don't go after them unless I know it's safe to and that I can get the kill. I know a kill means everything in a game, but just remember this: when they get back up, they only have 20 HP left, and no matter what, you're still gonna get an assist for it. So there's that. Show grenade indicator on. Yeah, rather have that on. Show teammate outline off. I have just recently took this off lately. A lot of people get mad at me because I do end up TKing a lot. I just took it off because I rather have my teammate gamer tag showing on top of their heads, so then I know where they're at. I just feel like the whole outline thing was just getting to me, and I didn't want it anymore, so I just took it off. Everyone's different, so that's it. And that's about it. That's the only ones that I've changed are those two. Again, made a difference for me, may not make a difference for you. You can always just, like I said, customize it. So there you have it. No different. I just have music at like 20 or 10 because the music is so loud in this game. So sometimes when I stream, no one in my stream can hear me. Video, nothing has changed. Brightness is literally default. And controls. Now we're at the controls and everyone's just gonna be like, holy shit. Okay, let me just go step by step, okay? Look conversion, disabled. Vibration, disabled. I finally took vibration off, and a lot of people are wondering why. Personally, it made a difference to my gameplay. I absolutely love it. I, again, highly suggest to take it off because, especially when you're shooting, you don't get a vibration. If there's a grenade or a C4 tossing at you, you don't get the vibration. You may get the shaking screen, but because that's just part of the game, but no vibration whatsoever, so it doesn't mess up your fucking gameplay, and I feel like it just makes such a difference. My vertical and my horizontal sensitivity is at 100. It may be high for some people, but for me it works. I may lower it in the future, I may not, whatever. Left stick and right stick dead zone. If you guys don't understand what this means, it means how fast your joystick or your analog stick is going to react. So the higher it is, the slower the reaction time is. The lower it is, the faster reaction time it's gonna have. Updated rotation. My controller rotation is updated, which means, more consistent progression of rotation speed. Or unless you want to go to classic, it's just a slow gradual procession. Aim assist, highly suggest to take it off because you don't have aim assist when you go into the game itself. Aim assist is disabled, and I highly suggest to take this off because you do not have aim assist. Just because it says you have aim assist enabled does not mean it's enabled when you go into multiplayer. It's only enabled if you go to terrorist hunt. Trust me, I know. So please just take it off anyways. If you had it on this whole time, please make sure you go to terrorist hunt and start practicing on your headshots, because aim assist is not always going to be for you there, and it's never ever was there for you because aim assist is only on terrorist hunt. That's it. ADS is at a 74. Again, maybe high for some people, but to me, I'm actually lowering it. I was at a 85, and now I'm at a 74. People think that the higher the sensitivity, the better game style you have. It's not true at all. I have a friend that is amazing at this game, and he plays at 30 sensitivity, so it's just literally what you're comfortable with. You can play at the default speed and probably beat this fucking game. You could probably make it to diamond. I've met a diamond before that only had like 30 sensitivity as well, like 30 30 30, and it's just like it's whatever you're comfortable with, whatever gets you kills, whatever gets in the like whatever works for you, it works for you. Like I'm not saying anything otherwise. Gadget deployment, I have it as advanced, which means press the gadget button to enter gadget mode, then hold the interact button to deploy the gadget, or press gadget button again to exit. You can cancel the action at any point. Standard, you cannot do that. You cannot cancel the action at any point. So that's why I have it, because just in case I want to put something down, if there's an enemy nearby, I can instantly exit out of it before I get killed, you know? Drone deployment, I have it at advanced, which means when I'm deploying a drone, I will remain in operator view and will have to manually enter the observation tool view to control it. So instead of drone deployment, like standard, um, as soon as you throw a drone, it automatically pulls out the camera so you can drone it. Advanced, you can toss your drone and you are the one that can either have the option to pull out your camera or not. A lot of people use this as a bait so they can lure out the defenders to come out, and you have the option to kill them, right? Well, I mean, not an option, but you know what I mean. So a lot of people do that as a bait, and that's basically it. That's basically all my controls. So again, it's whatever you're comfortable with. Don't have someone else tell you otherwise. If you play with 30, if you play with 70, if you play with fucking 5 sensitivity, it's with mouse and keyboard is totally different because it goes based off your DPI. It doesn't go based off your actual sensitivity in the game. So I can't really speak upon that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully these tips and tricks will help you just a little bit. If not, I'm very sorry about that. I'm just basically showing you guys what worked for me when I first started out, so maybe it'll help you guys out, maybe not. I don't know if it will be like different if from Xbox to PC or from PC to Xbox. I really don't know. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my February video.